So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Pedro Martinez.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
High fly ball out towards left center. Ibanez on the move to the alley. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop, and now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Tarek Skubal. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone.
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning. So digging in, Hank Greenberg. Skubal goes 6 feet 3 inches, 240 pounds, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. That's in. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up. Top of the second. And now Bryce Harper. Martinez back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next one misses. It's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here's the 2-2. And that just misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here comes Yoan Moncada. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
That one in the dirt. And a count 1-2. Way inside. Gets out of the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Ripped to right, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Carlos.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Santana, swing and a drive. This one deep. That'll make it out of here. He sends a rocket to left. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And the batter now, Jacob Wilson. And that one is inside. Not even close there. And it's 2-0. Martinez. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes
makes the play, and it's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here is Ryan Dozier.
Ryan Dozier.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Raul Ibanez will hit next. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Skubal, he's the type of starter that doesn't allow things to snowball. Chris, I think one of the big factors, one of the main reasons for that, he doesn't walk a lot of guys.
Well, Boog, technically, he's on defense, but he makes the hitters feel like they're the ones that are on defense.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Lifted in the air, right field. Harper hustling after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Citi Field, digging in, Adley Rutschman. That one in triple digits.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And misses inside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Piazza fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Struck out swinging his first time. Fouled off left side. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Runner takes off, pitches low.
1-1, no strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. That one ripped, but foul. 1 out, the runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pickoff throw. Duran dives back in safely. And there's a ball. Hammered, base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. Safe, and they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right.
Vladdy swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And now here is Harper. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Reynolds off of first with 2 away. This one in the dirt. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Piazza fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here is George Springer. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next to hit, Mike Piazza.
The catcher, Mike Piazza.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Jose Bautista now at the plate. And it's fouled away. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball,
Man, that
two
pitch
strikes.
was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That
One
one
ball,
not close.
two strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back here in Queens, here's the second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan
Moncada measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. That one
Counts
well
1-0.
upstairs, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Strikeout number 8.
designated hitter.
Here's Rafael Devers. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he threw that fastball right
0-1
by him.
count.
Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
One
Ball
ball,
1
1 strike.
there.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs
ball,
and more than
2 strikes.
200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And that skips in the dirt. And that's in the dirt.
Count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos.
1 out.
Santana.
Runner at second. Santana, the next to hit. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Jacob Wilson
batter,
digs
number
in
5.
now. 0 for 1 so far.
Jacob Wilson.
And a breaking
1-0.
ball misses outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That's a
The
ball.
shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And
That's a
another ball. And they're all loaded up.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last
Now
one
batting,
didn't even
catcher,
threaten the
Adley
zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Rutschman.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. 1 run across, throw into third.
Gets the job done as he brings
center
home a
fielder,
pair.
number
Really nice
16,
job staying up the
Gary
middle with his approach. He didn't try to
Duran.
do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Springer drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 6-0. Brian Reynolds here.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. Nicely done for the out. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off
4.
for the
Stepping in is the
That's
switch hitting
shortstop,
shortstop,
Ozzie
Ozzie Smith.
Smith.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
0-1.
You'll one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he didn't
No
like
ball,
those first two
strikes.
pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
The first baseman, number 5.
Getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Greenberg.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Squirts away a little bit. And now the count is even. Greenberg, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's a foul ball. Goes down looking.
The batter, number 2.
Ryan Dozier now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero
Martinez
Jr.
back to work.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. And now Yohan Moncada, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back here at Citi Field. Here's the left fielder, Raul Ibanez. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Santana. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's Jose Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Harper takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. And the batter is George Springer. He's 0 for 1.
George Springer.
In the air, right field. Harper sizing this one up. makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And it's Rafael Devers.
The designated hitter.
Left-hander out of the bullpen. Gregory Soto.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Strike.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
That one ripped left field. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
He swings and fouls one off. Man at first, one away. Inside. And 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one is off the wall. Devers headed home. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Now pitching. Michael.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Go back.
And a foul ball. Second and third here. One away. Bullpen. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Springer makes the grab. Both runners tagging from second and third. To the plate, save. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That misses. 1-1. Fought off foul. Wilson on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here in Queens. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's going to be Mike Piazza.
Piazza.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 1 up, 1 down. Now here is Jose Bautista. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Ground ball up the middle. And there are 2 outs.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Reynolds on the run. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. This ball's chopped on the ground. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Third baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Popped up. Ramirez. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. 1 down. Here's Harper now. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Harper.
And first offering is fouled off. Reynolds over at first with 1 away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Bautista has a beat on it and makes the grab. Runner tagging from first. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. And that is out of play. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, well, what did she know? So I made my mom, and he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Hank Greenberg.
Hank Greenberg.
High fly ball out to center field. And there's 1 down. So now the DH spot, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ohtani.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And he chases that one. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Dozier. That's to third. What a stop. The throw. What a play. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field. And here is Devers.
The designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Kopech back to work. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Ibanez has this one sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Now a chance for Jacob Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up.
Rutschman.
So they bring on their closer in the eighth, David Robertson.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. 2 outs. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
In the dirt, but kept close. Wilson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Raul. Ibanez.
Ibanez. Now pitching, Danny Kula.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Foul ball there. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's George Springer. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. Leading off, Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up next, Brian Reynolds. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Slider right there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
He had a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat. So a little sigh of relief.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran Goose.
Right where it is.
0-1, no strike.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
He was late there, strike 1.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
To third, tag, got him. And the inning is over. And we're back, bottom of the 9th. And now, Mike Piazza.
Piazza.
Pitch hitter coming on, Masataka Yoshida.
Well, plenty of work to do on offense, so they're just looking for any kind of spark here.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Number 19.
Now it's the right field. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Terry Pendleton. Looking to start something with one gone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Harper snags it. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So it's their last chance. In this one, here's the shortstop at the plate, Ozzie Smith. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count.
No
sure,
ball,
you've
2
got
strikes.
4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you...
3.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Hurricanes taking on the Otters. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Bob Feller. What do you look for here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to go Miami, here. In Happ up to hit.
Happ.
There's the strike up high, and that's how this game gets started.
7 o'clock.
Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. Here's Jose Ramirez. Outside low. 1-0. Feller, a 6-foot righty, only 20 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball.
Happ aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's your 1. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 3-0. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. First pitch, not close. And that skips in the dirt. Feller, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Draws the walk there.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through him for the K. And the runner stays where he is. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. And that one hammered way back there. Adios, pelota. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. Shea Langoliers. Next to hit, takes ball one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0. The batter now, Geraldo Perdomo. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Ian Happ. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Piazza fires the first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Dustin May.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third, Perdomo. To first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going.
Threw it by him. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. Goose Gossage taking over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Out towards right center field. Bautista makes the play. That's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Polanco. Towards first, Greenberg. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Dozier.
May back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one gone. And here is Ted Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One out. Base is empty. Fans another. And that's 3 straight strikeouts. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. 0-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now, Francisco Lindor. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. Swings through that one for strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ball, that's outside.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Piazza down to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Now 1-1. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that's way high. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Queens, here's George Springer to start it off.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And there's a foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Mike Piazza digs in now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now here is Ozzie Smith. And first offering is fouled off. That's a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Greenberg.
So digging in, Hank Greenberg. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Outside.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2 the count.
Piazza over at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him. Start of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. Out to short, Smith. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. A swing and a soft liner. Nice grab. So the lineup flips over. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. That one at triple digits.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. That one missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch swinging.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Happ makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ted Williams getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
And Big Red gets his second strikeout of the game. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Jose Ramirez. Goose back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
In the air, left field. Williams brings it in. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. And that one moves his feet.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Count's full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. the walk.
Francisco.
To the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan.
Now pitching, Blake Trinan.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt. Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses
Ball
the
2.
zone. Now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Springer there makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And the first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Langoliers gathers, throws to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Center fielder, number 4.
And it'll be Jordan. Caught looking his first time up. Swings through the sweeper.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Piazza now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. That is the inning. Back here at Citi Field, top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Hit in the air left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Popped up first base side. Dozier pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now the third baseman, Geraldo Perdomo, 1 for 2. This one high in the air to left center. Williams under it, squeezes it, and that is that. And we're back, bottom of the 6th, and now the right fielder, Jose Bautista, and a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now that's not going to help.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Adios, pelota. That one felt good, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 6-1.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And now Ozzie Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Pulls it in for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Hank Greenberg.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. He swings and fouls one off. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. Here is Freddie Freeman. Trinan, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Now at the plate, Ian Happ. That one missing inside. Freeman leads off second with nobody out. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next offering is down low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes a strike.
Count full.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. And now Jose Ramirez. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is Springer. And there's one away. Here's Acuna now. He's already homered here in this one.
Acuna Jr.
That one outside, and that's ball 1. Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next offering misses down and away. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Billy Wagner into the game, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Wagner. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And that is the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. At the plate, Ted Williams. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that chance handled. Tosses to first, and they got him. 2 down, bases empty. Jose Ramirez now at the plate, and it's fouled away. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that one pulled foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Junior in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Step off, throw to first. Tag, and they got him. Lindor picked off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
That's off the mark. 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ripped on a line. And George makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 8th, and the batter is George Springer.
George Springer. Now pitching, Dennis Eckersley.
And a strike in there. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit, Mike Piazza. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. And the 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Now 2 outs, base is empty. Jose Bautista, the next to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Way
Ball
high
one,
with that
no
one.
strikes.
Ball 1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily. So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Bautista at second with 2 down. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the third baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. Wagner back to work. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Just missed. That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-0. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Obi Milner on the pitch here.
Now pitching, Obi.
Hit on the ground, might be 2.
Milner.
There's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
Puts a bunt down. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the 9th. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. In the dirt. Piazza collects, fires to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. Eckersley back to work. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. He was late.
Ball,
strike
two strikes.
2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Next to hit, Ryan Dozier.
The second
for
baseman.
3. On this one. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, Ellie De La Cruz. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Masataka Yoshida.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
De La Cruz stands at first with 1 out. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Mason Miller the strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Ted Williams. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1's the count.
And that's,
off the plate.
The inside edge. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
2 strikes.
This could end it. Runner takes off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
2-2
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Otters taking on the Gold Rush. Okay, all set to go. Now it's the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
And he swings through that one.
It's going to be a long day if they call that pitch for a strike every time.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The first baseman.
Hank Greenberg digs in now.
Greenberg.
Martinez, a righty that throws with power. 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. There's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Right side. Carroll hauls it in, 2 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
That's a foul.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout. Back here at Fenway Park, here's the shortstop at the plate. Jeremy Pena. Not close with that one. Ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. This is Corbin Carroll. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Yohan Moncada, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Second inning set to go. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him swinging. Digging in, Ted Williams. Anthony makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jose Ramirez in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Bottom of the second. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams.
We have a switch-hitting legend at the plate right now, Boog. Bernie is just so smooth with everything he does. He can swing it, he can field it, and rumor has it he can really play the guitar. He's one of those guys that is just great at everything he does.
And that's in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, no strikes.
Looks like he wants the signs again. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Carlos Delgado stands in here. Leaves that one off the inside. In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. That's down and in.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Out towards left center. Williams sizes this one up. Williams makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. So now the DH spot, Chili Davis.
Hitter, Chili Davis.
And that one got a piece of him.
Take your base.
And here is Hunter Goodman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It's 0-1.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Check swing, no appeal. Good job to fight that one off. 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in Boston, top half of the 3rd inning. Leading off, George Springer. Martinez back to work. Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Outside with a breaking ball. Late on that fastball.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
miles per hour to finish him off. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Carroll snags it for the second out. Jose Bautista will hit next. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team.
Bautista
swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2 now. Strikes him out with 101. Back here in Boston as we go to the last of the third. Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. First offering in the dirt.
Outside, that's a ball.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. And there's a ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now here is Brian Roberts. This one in the dirt to second, and he's out.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
And that one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Still tied at 0, last of the third. He goes down looking. So the batting order turns over. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Led off the game with a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, right field. Bautista on the run towards the line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Check swing went around. That is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Go ahead run on base. And now the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. That clips the corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing.
There goes Ozzie. They pitch out. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Popped up. And that goes foul. Inside move to second, and he dives back in safely. No outs. Runner on second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Go to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. And it's 0-1. Puts a bunt down. Delgado. Save! He beats the throw to first, and they take the lead.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Brian.
Next to him, Brian Dozier. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
1-0. 2-0.
Pitch out, but no action. To second, and he's out. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
2-2's the
2
count.
down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Moncada whips it across, and that will end the inning. Bottom 4, and the batter down, Corbin Carroll.
The right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Carroll measures 5 feet 10 inches, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
The third baseman, number 5.
Here is Yohan Moncada. His first at bat was a strikeout. Fouled off left side. 1 down, base is empty. That one at triple digits. That misses.
That's the ball.
And the count is 1-2. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Bernie Williams. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. 2 outs.
Ball.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one way inside.
Count is full.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Piazza fires the first.
He's up.
That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back now at Fenway. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
One up, one down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. And a base hit into right.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
Now
any
batting,
vibration in your
fielder,
hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect.
Roberts. One at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Delgado.
Delgado.
Ripped on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The designated
Next
hitter,
is the
Chili.
DH. A switch hitter, Chili Davis. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Catcher, Hunter.
Now here is Hunter Goodman.
Goodman.
He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
Low.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. And a ball evens the count. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Roman Anthony. 1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. That one inside. Look out. Straighten him up a little bit. Page. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out.
Ouch, that one got him. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Stepping in, Ryan Roberts. Swings through that one for strike one.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Pickoff attempt by Satchel, and he's back safely. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner,
and this time he gets him, and that'll do it for the inning. Top six. Now it's going to be Mike Piazza. Martinez back to work. Inside at 100. 1-0.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And the batter now, Jose Bautista, went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
And he's out on the tag. Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Ozzie Smith. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That one at triple digits.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Anthony makes his way towards it, makes the catch, inning over. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the sixth inning. And now it's going to be Brian Roberts. And that is out of play.
Well, these players need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. You really can't pin it on one player because we've seen soft contact up and down this lineup. It's time to make some adjustments because this approach is just off.
Smith over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. So the lineup flips over. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each guy. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
Satchel kicks and delivers.
Ball.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Runner on the go, and look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. First and pitching change here. Craig Kimbrell.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
It's 0-1.
That's the ball.
And that one is inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, Bernie Williams. Line, and that's a base hit. The run scores from third. They take the lead. It's 2-1. He's in there.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And that skips into dirt. Runners at the corners with 2 outs.
2-1.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swung on, belted. Too high. What does that mean, too high? Who cares? It's gone. Next is the designated hitter, Chili Davis. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter, right?
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Gregory Soto.
Now pitching, Gregory Soto.
And now Hunter Goodman. And first offering is fouled off. That's towards center. And that is Springer. He makes the grab. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, now the number 2 hitter, Hank Greenberg.
Hank Greenberg.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
0-2.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9. Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Dozier at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Nope, he held back. So now 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And back in Boston, bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Soto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Now at the plate, Ryan Roberts. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
1-1.
Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
That one ripped right center field, and it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw into second, and he's got it doubled.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now a check on him at second, back safely.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Inside.
Pena stands in now, looks at that one inside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third
Now
straight at bat.
right fielder.
So up next, Corbin Carroll
Carroll.
on the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Cut on and miss. Throw to third.
No ball.
Out,
Two
and
strikes.
that will end the inning. Back inside
Leading
Fenway
off.
Park.
Ted Williams. Now pitching, Josh Hader.
Anthony, long run. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one down.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Just
That
misses
missed. That's
with
the
that
ball.
one. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's George Springer. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the
0-2.
strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too.
A swing and a miss. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now. They hand the ball over to a new arm,
Now
Mlb Milner.
Kobe Milner.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And
That's
ball
a ball.
1. Pitch misses.
No, that's down.
Now
Ball.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away. Here comes Yohan Moncada. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's really the money spot.
0-1.
Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Dives, and he can't hang on. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out.
Moncada runs. Pitch
That
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Moncada leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. smoked on the ground to second. Fires to first in time. And now the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. He's already homered in this game. That one outside. Ball one. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
That one missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. And they boost their lead. It's 7-1. Now it's the DH, Chili Davis. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball. 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Cindy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Anthony balls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Smith now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one fouled off.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to tap softly on the ground. Pena.
No, he saved.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down the line and got the infield knock.
And now
that's the
Hank
ball.
Greenberg. Smith off of first with 2 away. Oh, that fastball drilled him. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now.
On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Hader is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. And a